Sit back and relax with me, the Crystal Guardian, ASMR. Oh, hi there. How are you today? Okay? Good, yes. Welcome to the Crystal Guardian game store. Have you been here before? You have? Okay, yeah, sure. Did we go through a few PS1 games? That's right, yeah, I remember that. Okay, so are you looking for something else today? Ah, yeah, we have RPGs. We have a lot of RPGs. Any in particular franchise you like at all? Final Fantasy. Now, there is something I can help you with. Yes, we do have a few Final Fantasy games. So what I can do today for you is, because we're so quiet, I can just go around the store and show you a few Final Fantasy games, and I can maybe help you choose one that would benefit you and you would like to play. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So let me just get your file up again, and we can see what you bought last time. And if you have any points with us, then you can actually hopefully get a reduction this time. Okay. Brilliant. So what was the name again? Perfect. And what did you buy last time? That's right. No problem. So it would have been PS1 games. Brilliant. And what was your address again, please? Great. Okay, how have you been getting on with the games I gave you last time? Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, they are good games. So let me just pull up what we actually have in store. Then I will go and get someone to go find them, if it's okay. Brilliant. Final Fantasy. What can we do for Final Fantasy? Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm just going to go and get my colleague to go and fetch those games for you, and then we can have a look. Is that okay? Brilliant. Okay. Susie, could you just go and get some Final Fantasy games for me? I've emailed you a list over. Yeah, they're all in stock. Thank you. So, what's going to let Susie go and get those games, and then you can have a little look about with the games, and it'll be awesome. Okay. Brilliant. So, what makes you like Final Fantasy? Same. Yeah, for sure. I've liked Final Fantasy ever since I was a child, to be fair. My first game was 10, and yeah, I just got lost in the world, really. I love all the thing, the battle system, everything from job classes to just the chocobos, the whole world. And there is some games that inherently don't feel Final Fantasy to me in the Final Fantasy franchise. One I would have to say is The Strangers of Paradise. I'm not looking forward to that. It doesn't get me excited at all. But yeah, for sure. Oh, I think Susie's back for the games now. Okay. Thank you very much. Just left them here for me. Brilliant. So we have quite a few here. So I'm going to start with one of the newest games we have, which is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Have you played the original? You have. Okay, so the Final Fantasy Remake is actually the remake of Final Fantasy VII, but it's only the first part. It goes as far as when you get out of Midgar. There's slight story changes as well, which some people think is for the better and some people don't. Personally, I like them, and give me any Final Fantasy and I love it, to be fair. If it's got the turn-based system, which this more or less has, but in a seamless way, and I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, this is Final Fantasy VII Remake, okay, and the sort of differences are really with this than the original is you can play with an old turn-based system, but it's more or less kind of like real-time combat, and there's a lot more side missions, and it's just you get more involved with the world itself, and yeah, it just takes quite a long time to get through Midgar, and Midgar wasn't that much of like the original. It was, don't get me wrong, it was quite a long portion of it, but this is made into a whole game. personally, I think there is a lot more character development, which I really enjoy. I never really liked Aerith in the original. I thought she was a bit bratty, but in this game, I'm really enjoying her. So I have actually completed it, and I've completed it in hard mode as well. So you can always do that, and it is a good challenge, especially when you come against the ghost house, which you'll see what I mean. You haven't got this already though. No? Okay. So this may be one we can think about for later. Okay, so another more recent one. I wouldn't say recent, it's not a remake as such, but is the Final Fantasy Zodiac Age. See, this is a steelbook version, so look at the art on there, it's beautiful, beautiful. So let's just have a look inside. So yeah, this is an actual steelbook. So what can I say about Final Fantasy XII? Basically, it was made for PS2, but got a port onto the PS4. When they ported it onto the PS4, they not remade it, but they re-announced it as Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. And basically, what it is that the job system is a lot better. In the old one, you had to have gambits, and they were very boring, and it was just like autoplay basically, which you can still do in this one, but it makes it there's a lot more in depth with the Zodiac Age system. And basically, what you can do is you choose a job first, and then you get to choose a second job. So say you can mix a white mage with a tank role as such, or a black mage with a red mage, or let's just think, a samurai with a bushido, which is like kind of a samurai as well. Monk, which is hand-to-hand combat. It makes it super cool. Ivalice is a massive world, and I have played Final Fantasy XII a lot, but it does get hard to actually get through the whole thing, but it is very interesting, and I got very towards the end, but I'm a bit of a completionist, so to me it was giving me anxiety, and but yeah, it's a super good game. Character's not my favourite in this. Ash is probably the best character in it, if I'm honest. I know people don't like her, but I think she's probably the most I would say the most developed character in there. Anyway, she's got a quite good arc. Penelo and Varna are okay, but yeah, I definitely, the way it plays, I really enjoy it, so I would recommend it for sure. Anyway, so that was the Zodiac Age, and this is the steelbook version. So if you enjoy having something that's a bit limited edition, we can share back away from you. Okay, brilliant. So actually, we have another steelbook version here of Final Fantasy XIII 2. This is really nice of Lightning. This is really nice artwork. This did come with a few art prints, which I think we do actually still have and we can find for you. But so, as much as Final Fantasy XIII wasn't my favourite Final Fantasy game, let's be honest, Final Fantasy XIII 2 is actually amazing. It's so good. Basically, the timeline has been broken, and through like the past actions before Cocoon fell and whatnot, or was gonna fall in Final Fantasy XIII, and you play as Noel and Sarah going through these distorted time rifts, and you kind of have to like help things. And I'm not going to spoil the ending of this game, but it is amazing and sad, really sad. So yeah, that will also lead into Lightning Returns, which I don't think was that bad actually. I think both of them honestly are better than Final Fantasy XIII. Final Fantasy XIII 2 is honestly one of my favourite Final Fantasy games and super underrated. So this is why I'm showing you a few different ones today, if I'm honest. I'm not going to pull the classics out, not really. Yeah, because you maybe have a lot of them already. So I'm just showing you a few of my favourite ones that maybe you haven't heard of, or you haven't heard good things about. But let me tell you, I have played these games and I really enjoyed them. So here we have the Final Fantasy X remake. Not remake, the remaster, sorry. and this is the PS4 port, and basically it's just ported over to the PS4, which is amazing. So because both of these games are like great, to be honest, they're like some of my favourites. They actually are my favourites. 10 and 10-2 are my favourite. 10-2 is my favourite Final Fantasy game. It's just very me. The like female aesthetic, and it's campy. it's a gay icon game, to be fair. No, anyway, so yeah, this is my favourite Final Fantasy game, and you are in a world called Spira, basically, and Tidus comes from a dream world, dreams Anakin, falls into Spira and meets Yuna on her pilgrimage to fight Sin, who it basically comes every 10 years to destroy basically everything. And Yuna has to perform the final summoning to get rid of Sin, but a lot of stuff unfold with the government as well. So then you obviously have to go through those. I'm not going to spoil it too much for you. You have to go through the motions of and the trials and tribulations of going through the whole Spira, and yeah, finding a way to defeat Sin. That's maybe a better way, because he does come back quite a bit. So yeah, that is Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. Oh, and 10-2 is the package. 10-2 is more or less about Yuna trying to find Tidus after the events of Final Fantasy X. I won't spoil too much for you. And yeah, that is, they have a dress sphere system, which you can change jobs once again. This is what I love about Final Fantasy. You know, you have White Mage, Red Mage, and their Dark Knight, all the classics, Songstress, and whatnot. So that's quite a new one. So next one I'm going to show you is a very good game. This is Final Fantasy Type 0. Okay, so this is kind of in like this weird kind of case. Actually, it's like a plastic steelbook. There is Ace on the front there, and I think this comes just comes with an art card there and a disc. So Type 0 was for, I think it was for the PS Vita or the PSP, or both, and it's very different, and it's very dark, and there's a class of quite a few, I think it might be 12 to 13 cadets. You have a party of 3, and trust me, level up another party, because it gets really hard, because sometimes you can't use the party that you made. So try, and yeah, you have like a time base of like a certain amount of hours a day where you can do your missions and stuff, and when you get back, usually the main story unfolds, and yeah, it gets very interesting, very dark. The characters aren't likable as such, but it's a very good game, and it plays very differently, but the battle system is very much it's very much like the modern, maybe the Fantasy VII remake, but like it was quite a way before, but like it wasn't a mainline game as such, so I guess it didn't get the sort of maybe the recognition it deserved. So it is a super good game, and this is a part of the Crystallia Fabula Nivalis franchise as such, or the like Ivalice Alliance, and there's the Fabula Nivalis Crystallia arc. They're like loosely based, so you have like Falsi, Odyssey in Final Fantasy 13, and this one they're closely related, but not the same game. And yeah, you have summons also in this, like in all these games. It's very dark, this one. The summons do play a big part in this as well, so you might want to play that. I'm not sure, but it is not everyone's cup of tea, but I really enjoyed it. The ones I'm showing you are the ones I really enjoyed. Okay, brilliant. So the last one I have, and this is going to be very, very, very what's the word? Very, people are split about it, basically. Dirge of Cerberus. I love this game. Vincent is one of my favourite Final Fantasy VII characters, and also I love the new characters in it. There's the Spheats, which you might have seen in an integrated remake of Final Fantasy VII. You might have seen Azul and not Azul. It would have been Vice and Nero, and they were a member of the Spheats. And yeah, so you do have Cloud and Tifa and the original gang in this, but only in short bits. This is more about Vincent and his story, and Professor Hojo, and how Vincent basically got the Chaos Materia. I think it was the Chaos Materia inside of him, and could turn into all these crazy beasts, basically. And yeah, it's just so super good game. I love it. I love it. I don't know why people don't like it so much, because I think people, the start, it's not great, honestly, but honestly, give it a go. Give it a go. So I'm just going to read the blurb to you. From the ashes of meteor fall, a mysterious organization has arisen. Between it and the domination of the shattered worlds stands an unlikely champion, the enigmatic Vincent Valentine, taking place 1 year after the events of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. This wholly new chapter in the Final Fantasy VII saga features familiar faces and cutting-edge gunfighting action. The fate of the world will be decided in the storm of bullets. And I hope this gets like a port or a remake onto the Final Fantasy V4, because it's so underappreciated, honestly. I love Vincent. I think he's a really good character. So, after seeing the games, is there any you'd be interested in? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so you like the steelbooks. You're more of a collector? Yeah. Okay, so great. I will just find the steelbooks for you. We have the Final Fantasy XIII 2 steelbook and the Final Fantasy Zodiac Age steelbook. Are those two you would be interested in taking home? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. There we go. So, you are going to be the proud owner of 2 new steelbooks. Great. So, I am just going to look up the prices on our system for you. Is that okay? Okay, so we can do that. You actually have a discount from last time because you are a very loyal customer. Oh, did you want me to get you a lolly card while you're here? Yeah, because last time I think you did sign up, but we didn't make you a loyalty card because it was your first time. Okay, so we have your name, we have your address, and I would just like to know how you rate the store. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. How has your experience been today, and have you found it helpful? Just a short sentence will do, okay? Yeah. Yep. Okay, second question. Do you think we have a good range of games? I know we only looked at Final Fantasy games today, but... Okay, let me just type that down. Yep. Perfect. Do you think we differ from any other game store? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we do tend to go more on RPG side. You can find Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Elden Ring and stuff like that here, but you know, it's not what we pride ourselves on. We very much like the RPGs, the JRPGs, and we go down more go down that road, to be fair. Yeah, we do like our RPGs. So, and also, can you tell me what your favourite genre is? RPGs, definitely. Okay, thank you. Is there any anything you think we could do better? Okay, thank you. Thank you for your input. That's great. We know we love positive criticism. Thank you very much for being so positive as well. Brilliant. I'll just type that down. And so I'm going to give you your products today that you have chosen, and I will just bag them up for you. Have we got a bag here? Oh, you have one. Oh, brilliant. So, 2 steelbooks, Final Fantasy games. Brilliant. Yeah, hopefully they might bring a bit of value as well, so you can collect them. Yeah. Great. So here we go. There is your games, and I will see you very soon. And please don't Please don't, if anything is wrong with the games or you don't like them, you're just not getting on with them, bring them in. We can swap them or give you your money back, okay? Brilliant. See you soon. Goodbye. Bye. You've been listening to me, the Crystal Guardian. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe.